Gemini, how you getting on, guys? Okay, so please excuse me because I have allergies. I don't know what you call them in different parts of the world, but hay fever here. Hay fever when it's hot. Normally pollen starts to go around when people start cutting grasses and cut the grass, and pollen really starts to, well, it gives me allergies sometimes where I get very bunged up. But I'm kind of getting over it, and I'm trying to push my way through and get through these readings, okay? But I was also thinking, how many people still following me from when I first started this channel? Can you remember the first video that I ever made, which was, what was it called? I think I cried the first time, right? That has got my biggest following, and I was actually crying during your reading trying to get it out, and it was one of the first readings I ever did, realising that I was more empathic than what I thought, and it was the first reading that I ever done, and I was absolutely bawling, crying. Can you remember that? I don't know if a lot of you are still following me. I think you are, but I really do appreciate a lot of your kind comments and everything. Have really given me support. I really do appreciate that, and I don't thank people enough for doing that, so thank you so much, you know. But same process as before, okay, but this will be in your monthly extended readings, okay. But also the same process if you want the buy all option, 3 months, okay, still there. Or if you just want to see the rest of the reading, same option, okay. If you want a personal reading, that sort of stuff, it's all in the description. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed the intro. But let's see, because you know I'm a Gemini moon and all that kind of stuff. Whoa, first impressions. Okay, so the first impressions are people of a low vibration. This is people that self-deceive themselves, pretty much. Okay, they concentrate more on their past than what they do their future. They're people that they wear masks also. I mean, this can be you, Gemini, so I have no shade against anybody, you know. This can be people in your environment. This is how people see you or you see them, okay? But this is people of a very low vibration. People that always concentrate and blame society. They blame everybody but anything, a situation that they're in that they can't ever pull themselves out of. They don't have action. This is not an action card, okay? This is more about focusing more on spilt milk of their past people or their past situations or things that just make them, it's kind of like we all float down here, of people that just make them feel like they're drowning in their own sorrow, you know, drowning in their own sorrow. You know, so it's like not using your intuition. Your intuition is the most strongest thing. You know, me being a Pisces, I mean, I have a Gemini moon, you know that, but me being a Pisces, your intuition is the most strongest thing, okay? When I learn to write, normally when I start writing, it's a red flag. It pretty much means that there are that kind of energy around you. Trust me, I am out more ways than with people in general. I'm pretty much done, you know. I am pretty much done, and I am over. I cannot bear to be encaged in a box where people blame society and they blame you constantly and make you feel that you've done something wrong, you know, all the time. And I attract people in of that nature all the time, and I'm sick to death of being screwed over in life. So for me, bosh. But this is people that concentrate more on loss than what they do gain. Financial loss or emotional loss. They just never seem to turn around in order to raise their own vibration because they're concentrated more on themselves also, you know. So that's either how they see you or you see them, you know. And there you go, there's their intuition. This is Pisces. Well, it's a Pisces card, it could be Virgo, but Pisces. This is using your intuition. This is part of the intuition, this is what I'm saying. You know, so if you have seen on the discussion board, you know, a joke or pretty much something that I just come up with, you know, normally when I start writing, if I start writing, it's normally my intuition and red flags that are saying the reason why we're telling you and the reason why you're writing, that is your intuition and why you're writing, okay? A lot of other stuff, but one of the things that I've just pretty much come up with, which is, what is the return on my investment for being spiritually awoke? A fucking headache, right? And ain't it just 2 headaches, an awakening, and to deal with the fact of welcoming to be awoke. Welcome to the world of the mind, Gemini. Okay, dealing with people that can take, I mean, this is the intuition that's needed. You know, you either need to use your intuition, or your intuition should be screaming loudly at you as if to say that there is someone of a nature that could be around you that is either stealing your energy or trying to, something like this is like thought control, mind control also, because this is keeping things hidden, okay? This is keeping things hidden, but this is also the intuition and also the silent intuition, which can relate to narcissism. You know, something I was writing a while back, well, not so long back, I think it's on Becoming the Change, is some people that constantly like ghost you, or they try to keep things silent or hidden, is that they can try to keep that up for a very long time, of where they just blame society. So it's like the quiet game. It's part of narcissism also, you know, it is. Because like an answer is also an answer of a non-answer. It's just confusing, right? It's confusing. People could leave you confusing of whether am I using my intuition or am I not using my intuition? You know, how they see you or you see them is someone also very intuitive. But then on the other side of the scale, someone that's not using their intuition, and that they're just pretty much constantly concentrated on their past, and that they're just about to walk into a trap of their past because they're concentrated on concentration of energy, which is the mind. They're concentrated more on things from their mind, which can relate to narcissism of a low vibration. And trust me, this attracts in another lesson of the same kind of thing with people when they concentrate more on their mind. If they've suffered with people with narcissism and control of their mind, they will attract in a substance that is of a secondary emotion. When they don't use empathy, they use emotions, so they're up in their head pretty much. When you're up in your head, that's what you put out is what you get back. So you get back confusion of where you will call in soul groups of lessons that will teach them or you the same vibrational energy of a lesson within soul groups of people, where it will keep you confused or focused on your past, trying to keep you more focused on the loss of things than what it is focusing on the gain. You know, what you put out and what you think is so important, because if you constantly think of loss or financial loss or stability of emotional loss, some emotional loss, you will attract in a lesson of emotional loss and financial loss. Okay, so things will become out of control. This is why you need self-awareness of using your intuition. Okay, but how they see you or you see them is someone either that's not using their intuition or someone that is. Okay, so we'll go to the third house also, which is trying to end a world cycle. This is also someone that's fixed in their own way. Also, this is this is earth, wind, earth, air, water, and fire. Okay, this is all the fixed signs. But in this deck, it's slightly different. Because this is the moment after tarot. Okay, so the moment after could mean that you need to use your intuition, because there's some kind of warning sign of probably someone on the internet that could be spying on the internet. Okay, that could be self-deceiving on the internet, or something via travel that is of a very low vibration, you know, and it's trying to end a world cycle, but there's something stuck in the way. Communication and also family, you know, of like someone's stuck and fixed in their way of control, because they're all fixed signs also, you know, but it's something that's trying to end, So there you go. So there's either the ending or a gain. So if you've done well on your spiritual journey, okay, and you force yourself through mind control, and you don't let people control you or control anything about you, because you're in alignment with what you should be doing and what you are good at and what you are best at, which should be what you're in alignment with yourself, okay? You're the one that receives the financial gain, okay? If you've been done wrong and you don't participate in it, and it's been done wrong to you, then they receive a loss, okay? A loss and a gain. There always has to be two ends of his tail, or two ends of light and dark. Light attracts like, dark attracts dark. Okay, I was picking up on synchronicities of numbers today, and when I was looking them up on Google, it was exactly that, and I was writing about that the other day, and been saying that a lot in my readings of lately, about like attracts like, dark attracts dark. Okay, I wish I could remember what number it was that I picked up, but it was the same number, and I looked it up, and that's what it said. Okay, so pretty much the same process. If your mind is under control of someone else, of where you're putting them ahead of you, you're putting them on a pedestal, okay, but they're putting themselves lower because they have more of an appearance of pride, or appearance of label of society of how things should be and should work, okay. It shouldn't be hard work in order to be in a relationship. It shouldn't, because that's a working relationship, okay. You might be at work with a relationship person, okay, But it's not about work or hard work. It should be very easy flowing and easy giving and easy caring. If it's not, and it persists to be hard work, and someone seems like they're just too much fucking hard work, well then that's hard work. So it feels like you're in a jail cell, right? You shouldn't be in a jail cell. You should be free, okay? It should be free and easy, okay? So then you will receive either karma or dharma, okay? Always, you always will, because it's kind of like a trap, you know? It's like, caught in a trap, I can't hold back, because I love you too much, baby. But what is love, right? What is love if you're caught in a trap, a jail cell, right? And you don't want to be in prison, Gemini, do you? You don't want to be caught in your mind. If you are, if you're not, you're not. But if you are, you are. But this is either someone that's taking or someone that's giving, someone that's receiving or someone that's not receiving, because it's an ending as well as it is a beginning. And this is the moment after tarot. So the moment after that is that someone could be receiving financial gain or financial stability. Well, there you go. So there's the mind game of fight. Excuse me, Gemini, but I do have this cold. But this is mind games. This is one-upmanship. This is the ego. This is the battle, and this is the fight. This is where no one ever wins. Trust me, apart from the ego. This is the ego that always wins. The battle of the mind. Nobody wins at all. Nobody. Okay, because it's a game. It's a 5. It's where people just leave you, where they're just constantly, if you play mind games to the point of where you just want to win, well then have it. You know, freely have it. Freely have, and you continue on that same path, and then I'll take my road, which is where people walk away and just leave you to play your own mind games with yourself or them. You know, this is them or you. This is pretty much the 5th house of the expression, passion, and the drama. The drama is just karma. It's just a fight. It's a silly game, pretty much so far. Let's have a look at the overall energy. Wow, Gemini, what on earth? What on earth? Okay, you've got the 7 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. So somebody is gonna self-deceive themselves. Someone is gonna walk into a trap of their past. This is someone concentrating on their past. And this is that someone that's about to walk into a trap of their past because they're not looking where they're going, and they are literally carrying fight and blame. 5 of Swords. They're carrying the 5 of Swords, which is the blame, which is the ego, which is the pride. Everything that keeps the ego alive is it's the fight and the blame, where you blame society. You cannot blame other people. You just have to stay away from them. You know, you have to stay away from them. You know, you'll try to. If it's your karma, it's your karma, Gemini, and trust me, I fully understand it. But this is someone that's just constantly in and out and doing the same thing. In and out, like this is running and coming back and running and coming back. It's like, what is this one? It's kind of like the 2 of Swords is far in the distance. But this is someone that carries blame because they carry a fight, which is the ego, which is the 5, okay? So they constantly walk into traps. This is probably why I come up with, you're caught in a trap, I can't hold back. Because that's not love, Gemini. That's like self-deceit also. You know, never self-deceive yourself, you know, because you walk into traps where you're not socially aware and you're not looking where you're going, so you will just walk back into the same pattern, okay? Because someone's more concentrated on their past. They're just not focused on their emotions. They could be drinking. They could be taking drugs. They're just over-emotional, and they're just pretty much throwing caution to the wind. They're just tipping out their emotions. They just can't align themselves with anything. Wow. I mean, that's a very low vibration here, guys. I really hope this is not you, Gemini, and I hope that this is someone around you. Well, Gemini, I hope it's not even someone around you. But at the moment, you know, this is someone here. I don't know if you can see these here, because these 2 cards came out where I had to, it wasn't really the overall energy, they just was extended onto the spread, okay? But this is someone that's looking back at their past also. You know, they're concentrated more on their past than what they are anything else. They're concentrated more on loss than what they are gain. That nothing ever seems to be working for me. Me, I. You know, nothing works for me, so I'm just going to self-deceive myself and walk back to my past and walk into a trap carelessly because I don't care for you or them, pretty much, or myself. You know, I don't care for myself, I don't care for you, I don't really care for anybody. I'm just at a low vibration, so I can be free to walk into any trap that I wish, you know, or put people into a trap, you know. This could be them putting you or you in them, you know. But either end of the scale, someone is more focused on their past and that's what they're doing, and that they're going to just about to walk into a trap, you know. That's not really looking very good, Gemini, for people, to be honest. You know, if it's not you, great, you know, great, because you have self-awareness. But, you know, if it is, my advice is please stop fighting and please stop blaming people. You know, this is the ego. The ego is the only thing that wins, is the mind. It's the only thing that wins. But there's someone of a very low vibration, and I do have that kind of problem also with family dynamics. You know, this is, you know, my brother and things, you know. Yeah, and my mum is a Gemini, as you know. So, yeah, this is someone that's constantly seeking attention seeking. All these cards are very much of someone that seeks attention. You know, they are. Because they'll be concentrated on their past all the time, and then when they need a patch up and a fix up in order to try and raise their vibration a little bit, they'll come back to you in order to, like, they'll run back to you and look back at you and come back and in and out in order to just get some kind of emotional fix where you'll probably care for them, you'll probably care for them a lot, and probably offer them something, stability within emotions or feelings, or actually money or anything, or try to financially support them in some kind of way, or make them a small offer in some kind of way to their children or anything like that. But, you know, be very caring and nurturing for them, okay? But then what they do is they cause a fight, they cause conflict within their mind, okay? They pretty much run off, they concentrate more on their past, and then when they need that again, they come back, they look back at you, they take more from you to put you in a vibrational low mood, okay? That probably makes you confused about your intuition, and then it could be via the internet, Skype, or texting, emails, or anything like that, okay? And then it could be blocking. You see, blocking financial gain. As I said, don't let it happen, Gemini. Whatever you're in alignment with, fuck them. Go your own way and be great, Gemini. Be great. You know, be a leader and be triumphant. Be triumphant in your own gain. This could be a good card for you if it is you. Be triumphant in your own gain and stand above your victor and be victorious. Don't let people pull you down. Don't let people play mind games with you. You move forward. Don't participate in people that try to keep you at a low vibration. And you fight for what you're good at, okay? And you continue to do that because you will be rewarded. You will, trust me. Karma, what goes around comes around in any past life or any lifeline. Because this is someone that's trying to seek a lifeline here. They want you to save them. You know, you can't save them. You know, let them be. Because if they want to float down river, well, we all float down here. You know, we all float down here. So let them do that, Gemini, and you continue to move forward. But I really do hope that you follow me over on Vimeo, because we'll see if this can change, because I cannot remember these cards. I can't, because I've drew them a little while ago for you when I was meditating and stuff like that. Okay, but we will do all these, and I will clarify them with this deck to see if I can gain any more clarity on what this is about. Okay, and then I will ask those questions of what's going on in the other person's life, and how do they think and how do they feel about you. If you want to watch just that, that's $4, $3 or $4. If you want the Bible option, that's still the same thing, but it'll be in the monthly folder, guys. Okay, so like I said, thanks very much for all your support, Gemini, and I love you guys so much. Thanks very much, and I'll hopefully see you on the flip side on Vimeo. Peace.